If your onions keep producing healthy green tops, but the bulbs underneath never seem to get much bigger than a golf ball, the problem may not be what most gardeners think. Many people assume small onions are caused by watering mistakes, poor varieties, or bad weather. Those factors can matter. But there's another reason that often goes unnoticed, even in gardens where the plants look perfectly healthy. What's interesting is that the warning signs usually appear weeks before harvest, yet most gardeners never recognize them. And that's where things get interesting. Some onion beds are packed with lush green growth, thick leaves, and vigorous plants. Everything appears to be going right. Then harvest time arrives, and the bulbs are disappointing. The surprising part is that all that leafy growth can sometimes point directly to the problem. There's also a common backyard product that many experienced gardeners use to address one specific cause of undersized bulbs. It's inexpensive, often thrown away, and has been used in vegetable gardens for generations. But using it the wrong way can actually create a new set of problems. That's why some gardeners swear it helped their onion size up, while others notice little difference at all. Most gardeners never connect these two things: the nutrient balance in the soil in the moment when onions decide whether to keep growing leaves or start building a larger bulb. And what happens next depends on one important detail. Because if your onions are staying small year after year, the issue may have less to do with the onions themselves and more to do with what's happening beneath the soil surface. And once you understand that connection, the reason those bulbs never reach their full size starts to make a lot more sense. The first thing to understand is that onion bulbs don't suddenly appear at harvest time. The bulb is actually a storage organ that develops gradually as the plant redirects energy from producing leaves into building the swollen base we harvest. And this explains something most gardeners notice every year. Two onion plants can be growing side by side. They receive the same sunlight, the same watering, the same care, yet one develops a noticeably larger bulb. Why? Because bulb size is closely tied to plant ability to produce, move, and store energy at exactly the right stage of growth. Each healthy leaf acts like a small solar panel, capturing sunlight and creating sugars through photosynthesis. Those sugars eventually help build the bulb. But that isn't the whole story. A plant can produce plenty of energy and still struggle to turn that energy into a large bulb if certain nutrients are out of balance. This is where many onion growers go wrong. They focus heavily on nitrogen. Nitrogen is important early in the season because it encourages leaf growth. Without enough leaves, onions cannot develop large bulbs later. The problem comes when nitrogen remains a dominant nutrient for too long. Instead of shifting resources toward bulb development, the plant keeps investing in top growth. The leaves look impressive, but the bulb underneath may lag behind. Many gardeners mistake this lush growth as a sign that everything is perfect. In reality, it can sometimes be a clue that the plant's priorities are still focused above ground. Most gardeners never connect these two things: oversized leafy tops and undersized bulbs. And that's where another nutrient begins to play a much bigger role than many people realize. A nutrient that helps move sugars, regulate water inside plant tissues, and support the development of stronger, fuller bulbs. That nutrient is potassium. And understanding how potassium affects onion growth helps explain why wood ash has remained a topic of interest among vegetable gardeners for so many years. Potassium doesn't receive as much attention as nitrogen, but when it comes to onions, it's often one of the most important nutrients involved in bulb development. Unlike nitrogen, which mainly encourages leafy growth, potassium helps regulate how the plant uses and transports the sugars it produces. Think about what an onion bulb really is. It's a storage structure. The larger the bulb becomes, the more efficiently the plant must move energy from the leaves down into those developing layers. Here's where things get interesting. Research on vegetable crops has repeatedly shown that potassium plays a major role in water regulation, carbohydrate movement, and overall plant vigor. When potassium levels are low, plants can struggle to use resources as efficiently as they should. The result isn't always dramatic. You may not see obvious yellowing leaves or severe nutrient deficiency symptoms. Instead, the onion simply fails to reach its full potential. The bulb grows, but not as much as it could have. And this explains why some gardeners harvest onions that look healthy, yet still seem disappointingly small. Now let's talk about wood ash. Wood ash from untreated, Clean firewood naturally contains potassium along with smaller amounts of other minerals. For generations, gardeners have spread it around certain crops because of those nutrients. But that doesn't mean wood ash is a cure-all. In fact, many gardeners apply it for the wrong reasons. If your soil already contains adequate potassium, adding wood ash may provide little benefit. And if another issue is limiting bulb growth, such as overcrowding, poor sunlight, or an unsuitable onion variety, ash won't magically solve those problems. The surprising part is that wood ash affects more than nutrients. It also influences soil pH. And that single detail explains why some gardeners report better onions after using wood ash, while others accidentally make their growing conditions worse. What happens next depends on understanding that relationship between potassium and soil chemistry. Wood ash is often compared to garden lime because it has an alkaline effect on the soil. That means every application does two things at the same time. It adds nutrients, including potassium, and it gradually raises soil pH. Most gardeners focus on the first part and completely overlook the second. But that isn't the whole story. Onions generally perform best in soil that is slightly acidic to near neutral. In that range, many essential nutrients remain readily available to the roots. If soil becomes too acidic, nutrient uptake can become less efficient. In those situations, a modest amount of wood ash may help improve growing conditions while also supplying potassium. And this explains something most gardeners notice every year. Two gardens can receive the exact same wood ash treatment and produce very different results. Why? Because they didn't start with the same soil. A garden with acidic soil may respond positively. A garden that is already neutral or slightly alkaline may see little improvement. Or in some cases, nutrient availability can become less balanced if too much ash is added. This is where many onion growers go wrong. They assume that if a little is good, more must be better. Unfortunately, that approach can backfire. Heavy applications may raise soil pH higher than intended and create conditions where certain nutrients become harder for plants to access. That's why experienced gardeners treat wood ash as a targeted amendment, not a blanket solution. So what does proper use actually look like? A common approach is to lightly sprinkle a small amount around the soil surface and gently work it into the top layer, rather than creating thick piles around individual plants. Many gardeners use roughly 1 to 2 tablespoons per square foot, applied sparingly and not repeatedly throughout the season. The goal is gradual improvement, not overwhelming the soil. And timing matters too, because applying wood ash at the wrong stage or combining it with another common gardening habit can cancel much of the potential benefit. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is applying wood ash while continuing to push heavy nitrogen feeding at the same time. Remember what we discussed earlier. Nitrogen encourages leafy growth. Potassium helps support the movement and storage of energy that contributes to bulb development. When onions are nearing the stage where bulb enlargement becomes a priority, excessive nitrogen can keep the plant focused on producing more top growth instead. This doesn't mean nitrogen is bad. It simply means timing matters. And this is where many onion growers unknowingly work against their own harvest. Another mistake is using the wrong type of ash. Only clean ash from untreated, natural wood should be considered for garden use. Ash from painted lumber, pressure-treated wood, charcoal briquettes, or materials containing additives should stay out of the vegetable garden. The surprising part is that some gardeners apply wood ash correctly, but still don't see larger onions. Why? Because potassium was never the limiting factor. Most gardeners never connect these two things, a nutrient amendment and the actual cause of the problem. If onions are overcrowded, competing for light, stressed by drought, or growing from a variety poorly suited to local day length, bulb size may remain disappointing regardless of wood ash use. That's why realistic expectations are important. Wood ash can help address a potassium-related limitation and may benefit acidic soils. It cannot compensate for every factor that influences bulb development. What happens next depends on understanding the difference between support and cure. And once gardeners recognize that difference, they tend to make much better decisions about when wood ash is worth using and when it isn't. That brings us to the results you can realistically expect if potassium and soil pH were part of the problem in the first place. If your soil was short on available potassium, or if soil acidity was limiting nutrient availability, a careful application of wood ash may help create better conditions for onion growth. Notice the wording there. Better conditions, not guaranteed giant onions. Gardening rarely works that way. The gardeners who usually see the best results are the ones who treat wood ash as one piece of a larger system rather than a miracle fix. They pay attention to soil health. They avoid excessive nitrogen late in the season. They give onions adequate spacing. And they understand that bulb size is influenced by multiple factors working together. Here's where things get interesting. When those factors begin to align, the difference often shows up below ground long before harvest. The plant becomes more efficient at moving resources into bulb, and the onion can make fuller use of the growing season. And this explains something most gardeners notice every year. The biggest onions are rarely the result of a single product. They're usually the result of removing one hidden limitation that was holding the plant back. For some gardens, that limitation may be potassium. For others, it may be something entirely different. The key is understanding what the plant is trying to tell you. If your onions consistently produce plenty of leaves but disappointingly small bulbs, it may be worth taking a closer look at nutrient balance and soil conditions before assuming the variety is at fault. Because sometimes the reason onions stay small isn't obvious from what you see above the soil. It's hidden in the chemistry below it. And that's why a simple material like wood ash continues to earn a place in many vegetable gardens. Not because it's magic, but because when used correctly and in the right situation, it can help address one of the most overlooked pieces of the onion growing puzzle. The next time you harvest onions, don't just look at the size of the bulbs. Think about what allowed them to get there. In many gardens, that's where the real lesson begins.